Hello guys, it's me again, Marco the puppy, with another Minecraft video. So, I hopefully fixed my mic issues. You know, you'll know if you can hear me or not. I trust. But I decided I'll show you around 2 or 3 end cities, and then I'll do like a little time-lapse thing, and I'll explain another movie or TV show, which I haven't decided yet, but I will later. Alright, let's get to it. So, when I was editing, I realized I skipped one of the things here. I skipped the ship. Where's the ship? But I got every other thing. So the ship holds wings, and the wings let you fly in Minecraft. And then the rockets boost your speed and let you go on for longer. Because if you just have the wings, then you are limited to a certain length of time in the air. And then ships always have this here, and then they always have a shulker up there, which I just killed, and then a shulker down here. And as I mentioned before, end cities, my favorite thing to do in the game. You know, they're just very structured. Like, you know what to expect from an end city, no matter what. There's always 2 chests over here, a shulker in front of the 2 chests, and then the dragon head over here. And I like to always collect the dragon heads because it keeps track of the number of end cities, or not end cities, elytra I have, because elytra don't stack. And when I say stack, I mean like this is unstacked, and then this is stacked. And a stack is 64 items in Minecraft. So yeah. And then I'm done with this ship, and I already went there. So now I'm gonna try to find a new end city. So basically in the end, you just want to fly around, and like usually you run into one pretty quickly. But you just have to pick a spot that's not towards the middle. And the ship is over there that I first went to. So the middle should be that way, I think. So I think I'll go more towards this way. We'll see what happens. And as I mentioned before, I like to use chunk base, but I like to limit myself to chunk base in over the overworld and the nether, and I don't like to use it very much in the end, so I won't be using it to find the end cities. Although it does help. Here's another one. Okay, so this one has 2 chests at the top, and you can tell based on the shape of the outside of the like buildings how many chests will be in there. So the first one never has any chests or anything. It just has 2 shulker guys guarding it, and the shulker guys are the purple boxes here, and they shoot like projectiles at you, and then if you get hit by them, you'll go up in the air. And right now I'm just collecting everything, but later I won't collect everything. I'll just collect the diamond gear, which is the second best in the game. But you need diamond gear to get the best gear in the game, so it's good to have. And there's no ship in this one that I'm at, because you don't see a little thing that looks like a ship. It's basically what a ship is. And then I have the data pack that allows me to have like put a chest plate with the elytra. So when I get like a really good chest plate, which I think I got last video, I'll be using. Oh, there's two. Alright. I'll show you these two and I'll explain what's going on within the two. And then I'll actually know because the third structure isn't here yet. So basically these two tall buildings, other than the bottom one, don't have any chests in them. But if they have three floors like the bottom one has, then there will be like another chest and another chest. And I can't remember if I said in the last video, but ender chests are really helpful because you can access them from anywhere. So as long as you have an ender chest and you put it down, you can access that ender chest from anywhere in the world. So it's really helpful. Oh, he's angry. Okay. So yeah. And then I could really use an ender chest right now because my inventory is full. Let me craft another shulker box. So shulker boxes store 27 items, and each item slot in the shulker box can carry a stack. And and unstackable items are like tools. Like these are unstackable. Like you can't put them together, and you can't put these together either. But yeah, 27 items, and then you can have a shulker box in each of your slots, but you can't put shulker boxes inside shulker boxes. So theoretically, each slot in your inventory you can fill up with 27 more slots, and each slot in your ender chest you can also fill up with 27 more slots. So you can do the math if you want to, but yeah. You can carry a lot of stuff when you have shulker boxes, which is why the end is a great place to be in. I need the axe. So some strategies for like going through end cities is just breaking the chests and not even looking in them. Like I like to look at them and see what's in them, just for curiosity, but then I don't like to pick the stuff up individually because it's slower than just collecting the chest. And chests are like helpful to make the shulker boxes and in storage rooms and stuff you want chests, so it's just good to pick them up. And then I'm done with that one, and then I didn't go to this one yet, so I'll go over to this one. So this is another one with two chests. And if you just keep looking at like the shape of them, then you'll know what's in them. Oh, there's another ship. That's amazing. I won't have to look very hard. Okay. Fully, it has 3 floors like I can show you. And some armor has curses like Curse of Vanishing. And there's another curse called Curse of Binding. And because I'm playing with keep inventory on, if I have a Curse of Binding item that I put on, it'll actually be stuck on my player forever until it breaks. So it would be really bad to put a Curse of Vanishing thing on. Or sorry, a Curse of Binding thing on. Because I'd be stuck with it. Oh, this one doesn't have a 3 level either. So what's in those things? They're called brewing stands, and they have potions in them and they heal you. So like if you're in a bit of a pickle and need to heal yourself really quickly, you just drink one of those. And actually Curse of Vanishing is helpful to have on when you're here because if you die here in the void, then you lose all your stuff when you're not playing keep inventory. But because I am, it doesn't really matter. But I would lose that chest plate if I wore it and then die. But if you put the Curse of Vanishing stuff in a shulker box and then die with the shulker box, then the stuff doesn't actually disappear. It's just when the stuff is outside of the shulker box and you die with it on. It's interesting, I think. Because maybe they can't like track that the item is Curse of Vanishing when it goes in the shulker box. It just is like, oh, it's an item in the shulker box and doesn't know the enchantments or anything. These are things I think about when I play the game, like how it was designed or what they wanted to put in the game versus what they implemented. I could really use that 3-level thing so I can get myself an ender chest stop and clean up my inventory. Okay. So I went to this one. Now the taller one. So I usually play Minecraft like Bedrock, so playing in Java there's a little bit different mechanics. Like, I don't know if you can see the crosshair is like the thing in the middle of the screen is a crosshair, right? So under the crosshair when I'm like hitting a shulker, it like is a little knife thing. I don't know if you can see, a little sword. And once it lines up, like at the end, that's like the ideal time to hit, essentially. So if you see me like waiting to hit something, that's because I'm waiting for the bar to be at the right spot, essentially. Alright, I think I got all of these. I think I'll keep going like towards this way. If I just keep going in one direction, it'll hopefully not lead me astray. Another one. So this one actually has nothing, so that's not so fun. But I can show you, I can take this time to show you the little shulker guys that guard it. So these guys, they guard the, where are they? They guard the end city. They're just chilling, you know, because I'm in peaceful mode. They're not gonna hit me, but you only want to hit them when they're open, or they might teleport away from you, like that. But sometimes they still teleport when they're open, so I'm not really sure how it works. And then these are flowers, and you can use them to grow the purple blocks over here. And the purple blocks are actually my favorite in the game, along with the cherry blossom wood. So I like to collect these, and you'll see me collecting them in the time lapse. I just want to go quickly through the until I get a 3-level one. And also they have these fruits, and if you eat these fruits, then you teleport a little bit. So you just whoosh, and I'll just keep going this way. Oh, a ship. Another ship. 2 ships. Oh, there's a 3 one. I'll go to that one first, and then I'll go to that one in time lapse. Just to show you the 3 ship one. Oh my gosh, another one. This is great. Alright, so the 3 level one has 2 chokers back here. There's one here and one over there. And they guard the 2 chests in the middle. One of the chests is always an ender chest, and the other is like we saw in the other rooms. Like they're all the same table. So like, oh, that's a really good one. They're all the same, like kind of loot. And then you break this, and then you hopefully get a silk touch pickaxe to break this one and keep. But I don't have a silk touch pickaxe yet. I've been a little bit unlucky. So I will start the time lapse now. I'll see you guys in the voiceover when I describe the TV show or movie that I decided to describe. Alright. I'm gonna mute my mic. Hello guys, so I've chosen to recap the movie Knives Out from 2019. So the last time I think I've watched it is December of 2022. So it is April of 2026. So that's a pretty long time to have seen it. So I think it'll be a good one to try to remember. I have looked up the cast this time and the warnings ahead of time. So it is a PG-13 movie, and there are thematic elements, brief violence, strong language apparently, sexual references, and drug material. So it is not for children. Once again, this recap. So let me get the character thing out. Okay, so basically the movie starts, I think, with Harlan Thrombey, who is like an old rich guy. He is in his house, getting ready for bed. He has to take medication and stuff, so he goes upstairs and he falls, and then Marta Cabrera, played by Ana de Armas, comes in. She's his like maid or like friend, really. It's like she takes care of him, or like a nurse or something. She takes care of him, but she's not part of the family and stuff like that. So she finds his body, and then we call the police and start the Knives Out investigation. So the detective on the case is Benoit Blanc. He is played by Daniel Craig, who has also played James Bond, I think. So 007 is on the case. Okay. And then another detective is Detective Hard Rock, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who is in 10 Things I Hate About You. That's another movie I've seen. Anyway, those are the crack team of detectives. And then Harlan Thrombey has like a big family, and they all want his inheritance. Oh, there's another detective. Detective Lieutenant Elliot. Who I forget. I think he's like the 3rd detective, so he's not as in the front of the movie. So Thrombeys. There's Donna Thrombey, Jacob Thrombey, Walt Thrombey, Meg Thrombey, Lynetta Thrombey, Joni Thrombey, and then the Drysdales, who are like also Thrombeys, but they have a different last name because the Thrombey is a woman who married the Drysdale, right? So Richard Drysdale, Linda Drysdale, and then we have, where is he? definitely Chris Evans is in the movie. That might give spoilers. Oh, obviously, not obviously, this has spoilers to Knives Out, so do not watch if you don't want to get spoiled. Simply. Okay, so, Harlan is dead, and he has a huge inheritance, right? So, the detectives are on the case, and we have the family. So the Ransom Drysdale is Chris Evans. Sorry. All right. So we have. So he's part of the family, but he's the mother's the mother who is the Thromby. Anyway, he is. I'm gonna say at the ending right now. He is the murderer of Harlan, right? So throughout the whole movie, Bernard Blanc is asking questions, and he does this little thing with the piano. He like just goes, choo choo choo, every like certain number of minutes, and like he reads, the reactions, I guess, of the family members, and he's also he's absolutely convinced that the Marta Cabrera, the maid girl, nurse person, does not have anything to do with the case. So like he always has someone in the movies to be like his sidekick, who is like, you would think they might be a suspect, but they're definitely not a suspect. So we have Ana de Armas as the like sidekick to the detective, right? So they are interviewing people, and like everyone has like something that you think they might be killing Harlan for. Like obviously everyone wants the money, right? But every like there's something about Ransom like being like he was gonna get written out of the will like pretty soon. So that's why he kind of killed his grandpa. And yeah, that's not cool. So he also like convinces Marta Cabrera to like go with him to find some evidence. Like he somehow convinces her that he's not the murderer, and then they go around and stuff, and then the place with a lot of evidence gets like burned to the ground or something, I remember. And Anna is like with Chris Evans, and like they she's like freaked out because like he's the murderer, and she finds out he's the murderer, and like he like has a complete tone shift. Like he's like chill, and like you think he's okay for most of the movie, and it's like, oh no, he's the killer, he killed his grandpa. So yeah, there's like a little bit of chasing, I think, and yeah, that's what I remember happens in Knives Out. I might do the other Knives Out, like Glass Onion and the new church one. I watched it. I just don't remember the title. So, that's gonna be a really good one for you guys to see my remembering skills. Also, I have Letterboxd, so you guys can look at my Letterboxd. It's at Marco the Puppy, with no Minecraft at the end. So you can watch that, and then you can see. I mean, you could not watch. You can look at that website, and you can see my reviews that I've done in the past. So yeah, all right. So that's it for Knives Out. Please like and subscribe. You will go straight into the outro, which will also tell you to like and subscribe. But why not say it a bunch of times? So yeah, see ya. Okay, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed my entity farming. I will be watching all of your comments, and I will be looking at all of your comments. And please let me know if you have any suggestions for videos or any other TV shows or movies you'd like me to recap from memory. I can also I'll also be doing some more end citying off camera, and then by the next video I hope to be back in the overworld and building some farms, and then I want to learn how to build some stuff. I'm thinking for my end portal I could make an end city room, like where the little shulkers guard their thing. So that'll be in future videos. I don't know when, but future videos will have that. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Please remember to like and subscribe, and yeah, bye.